What did your platoon daddy do that your actual father never could? My dad left when I was 6, just walked out one Tuesday morning and never came back. Mom did her best raising me alone, but I grew up angry, got in fights at school, barely graduated, joined the army because I had nowhere else to go. Basic training was hell. I showed up with an attitude problem and zero discipline. Thought I was tough because I'd survived the streets. Then I met Sergeant First Class Leon Briggs, platoon sergeant, 38 years old, built like a tank, voice that could crack concrete. Everyone called him platoon daddy because he treated us like his kids, the annoying kind of parent who actually cares. First week, I mouthed off during formation, told him his uniform inspection was stupid, said I didn't sign up to play dress up. Briggs didn't yell, just looked at me with these tired eyes and said, "My office, after formation." I expected to get smoked, push-ups until I puked. Instead, Briggs sat me down and asked, "Why are you here?" "What do you mean?" "In my army." "Why'd you join?" I shrugged. "Needed a job? That's it? Just needed a paycheck?" "Yeah, that a problem?" Briggs leaned back in his chair. "Listen, son, I don't know what happened before you got here. Don't really care. But right now you're standing at a crossroads. You can keep being angry at the world, wash out in 6 months, and go back to whatever mess you came from. Or you can let me teach you something." "Teach me what?" "How to be a man." I laughed in his face. "You don't even know me. Don't need to. I know that look in your eyes. Seen it before. You're carrying something heavy, and you think being tough means carrying it alone." Something in his voice got through my defenses. I felt my throat tighten. My old man left. Didn't even say goodbye. Just gone. Briggs nodded slowly. "Mine too. I was 8. Came home from school. All his stuff was gone. Mom cried for a year." I looked up at him. "Seriously?" "Yeah. So I know what you're feeling. The anger, the wondering what you did wrong, the trying to prove you don't need anybody." For the first time since joining, I felt like someone actually understood. From that day on, Briggs stayed on me. Not in a harsh way, but constant. Checked my uniform every morning, made sure I ate breakfast, sat with me during classes when I struggled with the material. When I failed my first PT test, he woke me up at 4 in the morning. "Let's run." "This isn't mandatory PT time." "I know, but you're not failing again, so we run." We ran every morning for 6 weeks. Briggs pushing me, encouraging me, refusing to let me quit. I passed the retest with a perfect score. During rifle training, my hands shook every time I picked up the weapon. Briggs noticed, pulled me aside. "What's wrong?" "Nothing. Don't lie to me." I finally admitted the truth. My mom's boyfriend used to wave a gun around when he got drunk. Scared the hell out of me. Can't stop thinking about it when I hold one. Briggs spent 3 hours with me that day, talking through the fear, teaching me proper respect for the weapon, showing me that a gun in trained hands wasn't the same as one in angry drunk hands. You control it, it doesn't control you. Understand? I qualified expert marksman 2 weeks later. First time I ever excelled at anything. The moment that changed everything came during our final week. We were doing land navigation at night. I got completely lost, couldn't find my checkpoint, radio battery died, started panicking in the darkness, sat down against a tree feeling like a failure, just like my dad probably thought I was. That's when I heard Briggs' voice. "You giving up already?" He'd come looking for me. Left his post to find one lost private. "How'd you know where I was?" "Tracked you. That's what fathers do. They don't let their kids get lost in the dark." He said fathers, not sergeants. My eyes watered. "I'm sorry I keep screwing up." Briggs sat down next to me. "You're not screwing up. You're learning. There's a difference. Your father screwed up by leaving. You showed up. That takes guts." He pulled out his compass. "Come on, let me show you how to find your way home." We walked through the woods together. Briggs teaching me navigation using the stars, the moss on trees, the slope of the land. Skills my father should have taught me. When we reached the checkpoint, Briggs logged it as if I'd found it myself. Never told anyone he helped me. Graduation day, I stood in formation wearing my dress uniform. Mom was in the stands crying. Proud tears this time. After the ceremony, Briggs handed me an envelope. "Don't open it until later." I waited until I was alone in my barracks. Inside was a handwritten letter. It said, "You came here broken. You're leaving whole. I'm proud of the man you've become. Your father missed out on knowing someone pretty special. His loss. Stay strong. Stay disciplined. And remember, you're never alone. You've got a whole army of brothers now, and you'll always have me." At the bottom, he'd written his personal phone number. "Call if you ever need anything, day or night." That was 8 years ago. I'm a staff sergeant now, married with a daughter of my own. Briggs retired last year, lives 3 hours away, comes to every one of my daughter's birthday parties. She calls him Grandpa Leon. He tears up every single time she says it. My wife asked me once why I let my daughter call him Grandpa when he's not actually related to us. I told her the truth. He's more of a father than my real dad ever was. Biology doesn't make you family. Showing up does. Last month, my daughter's school had Grandparents' Day. She insisted Grandpa Leon come. He drove 3 hours to attend, sat in a tiny kindergarten chair, wearing his old army uniform, listening to my daughter read a book about families. Afterwards, she introduced him to her teacher. "This is my Grandpa Leon. He taught my daddy how to be brave." Briggs looked at me across the classroom, gave me that same nod he used to give in formation, the one that meant, "You did good, son." My actual father reached out last year through Facebook, said he wanted to reconnect, meet his granddaughter. I blocked him. Some bridges burn for good reason. But I call Briggs every Sunday. We talk about life, fatherhood, the army. He gives advice. I listen, because that's what real fathers do. They stay.